Hi, welcome to the Preparing for a Virtual Career Fair session. My name is Daisy, and my colleague Yuree and I will be walking you through a few strategies on how to prepare for the fair.
Hi everyone, my name is Yuree. First of all, let's talk about why attend a virtual career fair. It allows you to connect with employers who are interested in Stanford talent from wherever you are currently, in your room, anywhere in the world, even during a pandemic. Also, because it is virtual, BEAM has been able to invite diverse employers who typically would not be able to join us for an on-campus fair due to geographical or budget constraints. At a virtual fair, you can visit employer booths without waiting in long lines. In fact, you'll be able to participate in up to 3 group chat rooms at once, should you wish to. However, know yourself and please make sure you can stay engaged and focused if you decide to visit more than one room at the same time. Have you ever wanted to eavesdrop in on conversations at fairs? Now you can. You can view group chat conversations and learn tons from other students' questions. If you're still feeling nervous, remember that we're all exploring this new way together. Many participating recruiters and your peers are also trying this medium for the very first time. Be curious, flexible, and understanding, and the same grace will be extended to you as well. Here are some things to expect from a virtual fair. To participate, you need to create an account in advance on the virtual platform CareerEco. You can also choose to upload a resume that employers can view before and after. Be aware that employers will post a schedule of when they are online to interact with you. So if you want to chat with certain employers, make a note of their schedule. You'll have the opportunity to join group chats, sometimes private chats, or even video chats, depending on employer preferences. Here's a tip. You can type up your introductions and questions in advance and have them ready to cut and paste into the chat boxes. Be mindful of the group chat conversation flow. When you enter a group chat room, take a moment to read the existing chat transcript before joining in so that you know what was discussed and how to add to the conversation.
So before the fair, what would you like to get out of the fair? Understanding your goals for the day of is important. Set your intentions. What are a few goals you'd like to accomplish at the fair? Examples might look like making new connections, a better understanding for the skills needed in a particular field of interest of yours, or maybe just to try it. All those are really valid goals and they're great to pursue at the fair. Preparing for the fair. You'll want to set time aside on your calendar to follow up with your new connections. Doing that ahead of time will ensure that you have enough time to get that done after the fair. You'll also want to work on your CareerEco profile and also review the CareerEco tutorials to make sure that you are familiar with the platform before the fair even begins. You'll want to revise and upload your resume to CareerEco, and this will ensure that employers have access to your resume far in advance. You'll also want to research companies that will be at the fair that we'll go over in just a second. And you'll also want to prepare a pitch. Researching companies. One critical step to attending any career fair, but particularly a virtual fair, is to look up what companies will be there. You might use CareerEco, Handshake, LinkedIn, and also just company websites to learn about what they do, who they serve, and what positions are available. A pro tip here is to just Google the company that you're hoping to reach out to and connect with, just to find out what's being said about them in the news. So planning your pitch. One critical step to attending the fair is also to introduce yourself. Your pitch should include your name and your major, your interests, your experience, and also bridging your experience with what the company is trying to accomplish. At the very end, you will also want to end with what your ask is. So you might say your name, interest, experience, and also make that connection to the employer. That will be very valuable and will also make you a very memorable candidate by that employer.
Day before the fair. Check your technology. This includes internet connection, your camera, computer browser. CareerEco works best with Firefox and Chrome, not Safari or Explorer. Plan out your outfit. Business casual typically will be fine, at least the top. And test out your video view. Minimize background distractions, or you could choose to use a virtual background. Arrange for a quiet space for video chats. Go over employer schedules and set alarms if needed, especially if you're in a different time zone. Lastly, take care of yourself. Make sure you get enough sleep, food, coffee to be at your very best during the fair. When you're at the fair, I would suggest starting out by talking with companies that you're less interested in first. Why? Because this will give you a chance to warm up and give you an opportunity to practice in a low-risk way. Read the information on the group chat. Be mindful of the existing conversation flow when you enter. Be purposeful with managing your energy. So as we said, warm up and then go talk to your target companies. And then leave some space in your schedule to explore companies that you may be curious about but haven't had a chance to research in depth. Be open to possibilities and discovering great opportunities that were unexpected. And if you're still nervous or maybe unsure during the fair, come talk to us at the Beam Career booth so that we could direct you or give you information or just have a chance to practice with you. Connecting with employers. Start with your pitch, the introduction that you prepared for yourself, and then expand on what you have researched about the company. This really helps you to start the conversation at an elevated level and demonstrate your genuine interest. Ask questions about what you'd like to know. What are you curious about? Keep the tone professional, so no emojis. Examples could include, what kind of projects do your interns work on? What is your company's culture like? I've read that your company is involved in X, and I'm really interested in that because of Y. Could you tell me more about it? Ask about next steps and for the recruiter's contact information so that you can follow up. Make sure you keep good notes on what you have discussed. Finally, make sure you thank the recruiter for their time.
Following up with employers is the next critical step, the thank you message. Your message might include a brief reintroduction of yourself, a reminder of what you discussed, a connection point from your conversation. Try to send this within 24 hours of the fair. If you have any additional questions, check in with the career coach. Available appointments are listed on Handshake. On the day of, be sure to stop by the Beam Coaches booth. We're there to answer any questions that you might have. See you at the fair.